The idea that we had was, and I think in a pretty cool way ended up kind of playing a little bit, but the idea that we pitched is that everything happened the exact same way, but when Rick and Shane, as soon as Shane talks to Lori and she tells him thank you, that's sort of everything that Shane wanted to hear from Lori by the windmill there, and then but Shane still knows that he's got to get rid of this prisoner, Randall, to keep Carl and Lori and his unborn baby safe. So, so he's got to kill this prisoner. So he takes the prisoner out of the woods, he snaps his neck, he comes back, same exact thing that happened in the show. And you know, when I'm telling you this story, it's like I pitch it to the writer, so you got to make as few changes as possible because you don't want them to have to do too much. But so you keep it the exact same way, and then when Shane comes back and says the prisoner escaped, he and Rick go looking for the prisoner, the same thing that happened. Shane and Rick are looking in the woods for the prisoner. All of a sudden, Shane stops. Rick says, "Why are you stopping? We got to find the prisoner." Same as what happened in the show. And Shane says, "No, we don't. I killed the prisoner. I snapped his neck. It's what you should have done." And Rick says, "What are you talking about?" And Shane draws his gun, same as in the show, points his gun at Rick. He says, "Come on, be a man, you know, I'm right here, let's fight for Lori, let's fight for Carl, I'm the father," all that kind of stuff. And as in the show, Rick takes his gun and says, "I'm not going to fight you, man, you're my brother, I'm not going to go there." And this is the first change. Instead of holding his gun out, he says, "Hey, look, you're going to have to shoot an unarmed man," and he throws his gun. This makes Shane go crazy, so Shane approaches Rick, puts the gun right up to Rick's face and says, "You know, you've got a broken boy and a broken woman and a weak boy and all that stuff," and he really pushes, say something disgusting like, "I know what your white tastes like," or something like that, to really push Rick, because he's really gone off the deep end, and he's pushing him, and then as in what happened, Rick stabs old Shane in the stomach, and he falls down on the ground. As Shane starts to reanimate into a zombie, he starts to get up, but now remember that change I said, Rick is throwing his gun. So when Shane starts to pop up as a zombie, Rick grabs Shane's gun, which is right there, and points it at zombie Shane, as zombie Shane's coming towards Rick, and Rick points the gun at Shane, and it just goes click, click, click. Then out of nowhere, Carl blasts him, and Rick looks at the gun, and he sees that the gun was never loaded. And so Shane brought Rick out into that woods to make him kill him. And see how we're getting kind of a half applause? That's sort of what I got from the writers. What's cool about it is I'm glad they did it the way they did, because I think that all of that was sort of incorporated, and I really believe that Shane really didn't have it in him to kill Rick and to take Carl's father from him and take Lori's husband from him, and I think, you know, Shane got so far gone that there was a part of him that knew that he was really kind of becoming a cancer for the group, and he had to be taken out. And I don't think you point a gun at Rick Grimes unless you're ready to use it. So, you know, anyway, that's my alternate ending.